Welcome to the Wreckfest Super League Series 1. What is the Wreckfest Super League, you ask? Well, let me fill you in. It is a community Wreckfest racing league made up of series, each series being a set of races between 6 to 10 races, filled with some AI bots as well to get us to a maximum of 15 races normally per race. You will gain points for placement finishes throughout the race 1 through 10, so there are always points up for grab with additional points for a fastest lap. So if you're down in 6th and you've crashed out on the first lap, you can still get some additional points from a very, very quick lap. All of this culminating in an overall series winner, which will be shown for Series 1 at the end of this video. That's not all though. There will be an overall championship league table, which will be based on a points per race system, meaning that the more you race doesn't necessarily mean the higher up the table you will be. It's not about how many races you're in, it's about how well you do and how many wins you pick up in those actual races. That means it is never too late to get involved. If you do want to join the Wreckfest Super League, then make sure you are joining the Discord in the description down below. So, we will unveil the 6 races of the first series of the Wreckfest Super League right now. But before we do, if you are enjoying and you're a bit hyped for this one, want to see how we're getting on, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So, 6 races for Series 1. Who will be top come the end? Ready, boys?
Woo. Yeah.
Series 1. Race 1 is the Big Valley Speedway Outer Oval. This track is 756 meters around, fully tarmacked. The race will be 15 laps with each racer in their own choice of A-class vehicle.
Oh, I'm not used to this being just like...
Oh, no. They didn't go! They didn't go! Oh, God.
Here's you, whoever that was.
Oh, God, this is sliding way more than it was sliding when I practiced earlier!
This is like NASCAR.
Hey, they tried to ram me, little fuck. Ah!
Oh god, this is 15 laps.
Oh, I'm glad Dave left me there. Dave, man, what are you
NASCAR,
doing?
by the way.
Oh, it was, I'm on automatic manual gears, you can't control. I was in fucking neutral trying to set off wondering what was going on.
Good job. You're manual gears.
Yep.
Job.
Yeah, it makes you go faster if you can pull it off.
If you can gear change properly. If you don't pull off the line though, it doesn't make you go faster.
Don't pull it off, man.
Alex, your car turns better than mine when I catch you on the straight. This is fucked.
I wish I'd chose the car a better cornering now.
Four laps in, and with Dave faltering off the line, it is Herb in the lead with Asuka in second place. Dave actually making it into third, followed up by Hef, as we are just 1/3 into this race. It's only a loop. How have you lost them? They're just round the next corner. Or the next one. Come on, car! Fucking hold it! Let's go!
I chose the wrong car cornering.
With Asuka finally getting the better of Herb to take that lead and start to pull away. It was really in battle between Herb and Dave for that second place, with Hef falling further behind, but the top 4 remaining the same going into the last couple of laps of this first race. Oh, no, I'm catching you now, boy. And as the pack tighten, with one last corner to go, Dave had one chance to throw the dice to take that second place from Herb. Fuck you! Everything on straight line speed. Oh, did you get second? You f***ing little rat. Little f***ing rat. Corner on me right at the end. With a spicy end to that first race, here are your race results for Big Valley Speedway, the first race in this series.
I think it was me.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, just about.
Oh, there was 3 of us. No,
Yeah, best lap of
all,
me. Bastard.
pretty much all of us in 20 seconds.
And with Hef narrowly pipping the others to the fastest lap, he picks up the additional points from this race. So we've checked our league standing now after the first race. Asuka in first, that 25 points for the win there. Hef in second, the fastest lap, 10 points, booping him up above Dave and Herb, who finish in third and fourth there. Now we move on to race 2. And for race 2, we have a figure 8. In the MAOMAN Stadium, it is a 454 meter figure 8 circuit, fully tarmacked, and we will be doing 15 laps of this race. The guys will be racing in C-class vehicles.
God, look at that now.
Oh, Dave's pulled off.
This car doesn't.
Did you have acceleration in that car?
Just put my foot down and just didn't go anywhere.
Oh, God.
You sure you got petrol in the car?
This is where the armor's gonna come in handy. Get out, please, you fuck! Dave's the enemy, remember?
Whoa! Where's he with it?
He bounced the fucking turn. After a tight first 2 laps, Dave has emerged in the lead with Herb hunting down in second as they pull slightly away from the pack. But the problem with the figure 8 is there's always a crossover. Let's wait till the last corner, Dave. Yes!
Oh, he's out! Go, 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 go!
So with a little hand from Hayward there, Herb takes the lead from Dave. But we are only 7 laps into this 15-lap race, and you never know what's around the next corner.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
Hayward, get out of the way. It was funny when you got Dave, now you're in the way.
Get him, Haywood.
Oh! Oh no, I've gone too fast.
Oh no! Haywood!
Yeah! With 2 laps left, Herb still holds the lead. Heth in second, AJ in third. Can he hold on to take this victory? Come on.
Oh, no.
No! Oh!
He's out! Go, 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 go!
No!
Oh,
5 seconds! AJ's beating me! No! Fuck!
Oh, that's ruined my race.
That's ruined your race! That's fucking fast!
I mean, that was
Luck has run out for her there as a smash from Donut takes him off the podium and into second place, managing to reset just in time. Can he get AJ back in this one last lap? Oh, I needed to hit him in the back and I missed
in the
it.
back corner.
Is that the end? No! So your race winner for race 2 is AJ. And here are your full results for that MAOMAN Stadium figure 8. AJ in first place, HerbtheNerd in second, Hef third, Asuka fourth, Dave in fifth, and Donut in 6th. After getting knocked off from first position, Dave did manage to pick up the fastest lap there, so got those additional 10 points. And let's have a look at the league standing after 2 races. So those 2 points helping Dave as he sits atop with 38 points. Heth in second with 37, joint with Asuka. Fourth, AJ with 35, HerbtheNerd in 33, with Blue and Donut with 14 in joint 6th. I got cleaned. And on to race 3. We will be racing the Eagles Peak MOTORPARK racing track. It is a 2010 meter track. 10 laps for the guys here, so the second longest race of this series, and they will be racing in B-class vehicles of their choice. Oh God, wasn't there?
The fuck out of the way, Edward.
Dave didn't pull off again. Fucking hell, eh? What the fuck is AJ driving in a rocket?
It's gonna be.
And the race is underway with a strong start from AJ, with the rest of the pack fighting behind. And a little bit of nipping, a little bit of shenanigans from Herb as a little bit of revenge for the last race. Remember the first race, Dave! Remember the first race!
Right, come back for you now.
No, please don't. That was an accident.
He's rolling.
Oh, and a nasty spill from Dave there. Things you hate to see. Race favourites rolling their vehicle. It's the only thing I drive on this track.
Like Gorby. Yeah.
I just turned around and watched Blue hit a post.
Slam the brakes up before you land.
I love it. 15 laps is so long to concentrate. Just keep slipping up, AJ.
You, Haywood.
Yes, he's done a little wiggle! And as we're discussing how endurance is a place to play in these longer races, AJ makes a mistake and lets Herb into the lead. That is HerbtheNerd in first, AJ second, Hef in third, and Donut in fourth as all things stand. A fairly clean race so far, 11 laps in, Herb still leading with only a few near misses. And the crossover's not causing too many shenanigans. It was time to take a look back at how Dave was getting on after his spill.
Circuit as well, yeah.
Davis managed to make his way from the back of the pack up to 5th, hunting down that fastest lap, and now closing in on a couple of the other competitors. B, I think.
B.
Okay, it's not too bad.
Dave?
Yeah.
Why are you going faster than me? We're in the same fucking car.
Don't matter, it don't mean we're fucking teammates, does it?
Alright, get up your in, you fucking...
15, you know, every lap and all that.
Yeah, that adds to the concentration.
So that will make the endurance a bit
And going
more
into the
difficult,
final lap, Dave actually managed to squeeze himself back up to 3rd. So rolling his vehicle in the first lap, back to 3rd by the end.
If we run out of fuel,
Remember,
on
no
this,
one likes to
I'll be
show off,
surprised.
Final lap, boys. HerbtheNerd, the race 3 winner. And here are your full results for that Eagles Peak Motorpark race. HerbtheNerd in 1st, we had Hef in 2nd, Dave managing to get back into 3rd, AJ then dropped down to 4th, with Asuka in 5th, and Blue picking up that 6th position. And with that big push to get back into 3rd, Dave picks up the fastest lap as well. And here's your league standing after race 3. Those fastest lap points paying dividends as Dave sits top with 63. Would have been on 53 had he not got that fastest lap. So a big difference there. HerbtheNerd in 2nd place, 58. Hef 3rd. AJ 4th. Alex 5th. Blue in 6th. And Donut in 7th. Welcome to race 4. We are racing the DEATHLOOP track in A-class vehicles. It is a 15-lap race, so expect speed and expect some crashes. Oh, I had a nice spoiler for all of fucking 12 seconds.
Oh, did I call it?
Are we all in the same car at the front? Oh, God.
No, I'm in the...
Are you in the Venom?
No, I'm in the...
Oh, God, I've turned off.
Oh, green car, I can't see anything.
When you're back, baby. Dave in front again. Oh, AJ, you son of a bitch.
Nah, that was me, not AJ.
That was it. And with a tight first lap, first loop underway, Dave is in 1st. A horrible spin out by Asuka there. Disgusting play from him. Puts her down to 8th position with a lot of work to do to get back in. Oh, who's been spammed? I went, oh.
Rival race.
It takes Herb a fair few laps to get back in. It first passing Hayward after a mistake by him. And then later, as Blue rolls his vehicle, he manages to get in front there. With only 5 laps left to go, how much more can he really do?
Fuck. Yep, keep him there, boys. Ah!
Oh.
You could have separated from me, but you pushed me all the way to the limit. Yeah. And that is your race 4 winner. Dave coming in, no one getting close after he pulled away in that first lap. And then looking at the rest of the pack there, so Dave in 1st, obviously AJ came in 2nd with Asuka in 3rd, Hef losing out, dropping down to 4th after a minor crash, with Herb making it back from last to 5th, not quite the way as good as Dave in the previous races. And then Donut picking up that 6th space, even though he took a crash late on. AJ picked up the points for fastest lap in that one as well, which really helped as we go into the league standing after 4 races. Dave is still top of the pack. AJ flies up to 2nd with that additional 10 points. Herb holding 3rd, Hef in 4th, Asuka at 5th, Blue 6th, and Donut down there in 7th. Hayward yet to make a place on the board.
Like half a second.
On to race 5, the penultimate race of this first series. The Motor City Circuit is the track, 2,940 meter track, 10 laps in B-class vehicles. This is officially the longest race of the series.
Can I turn reverse and then I get around it?
Oh my god, what the fuck is AJ driving? The hearse.
By the way, I got a fuel.
Who's not going to brake? The MotorCity circuit, known for its narrow streets and very tight corners. A lot of caution being shown by the drivers here. It's not a huge amount of movement from the starting grid.
All of us are braking early. Don't blame you.
Everyone braked early there.
Don't blame you.
And up the front, it's a very tight race. Dave hot on the heels of Asuka, who's leading the race so far.
Oh, I'm so glad it's not 15 laps. I can see why now.
Yeah, it's a minute 30.
Oh, Alex!
Yeah, it's a long one. It's a long, a nasty mistake there from Asuka, bringing him back into the pack with everybody else as everybody hits that chicane at the same time.
Ah! Wait for the
Whoa,
left!
whoa, 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 whoa! There's a guy in the air!
Oh well, that's my race over.
Turn left!
No, I was at the back as well and I caught up, so only you on the wheels. It's not all right.
I was fine for first place.
You all just bundled up. And with that reshuffle, that means Dave is now out in front and clear at the moment. Alex dropping from first down to fourth. Herb managing to wiggle his way up to fifth. So a slight reshuffle due to a bit of a crash.
Yeah.
Fuck off, blue, you bitch. Just saw him actually swing to try and get me. Put himself in the wall. My Speedy has not got the acceleration I thought it had.
Dude, even you hole. Driving.
Fucking hell, it's only 2 laps. On a course like this, it's going to be crashes or really bad cornering that is going to lead to overtakes. And lucky for Herb, Blue was just waiting to make one. Oh, really? You? Yeah. I tried to squeeze through the middle of that.
I did the loop. I think a gymnast would be quite happy what I did then.
Blue just flew.
Fuck, guys, fuck.
Blue just flew over my face. Oh my god, Blue, what are you doing? Oh my god.
God, so fucked.
You literally, you went sideways. It was like a stunt. You went sideways and flew over my face. But it wasn't over. The battle of the weenies was next as Donut got himself in front of Herb after a few poor corners. And it was down to that chicane again. The one that last time round threw Donut into the air. Keep braking on this one again, Donut. I'm picking up. Keep braking on a high-speed chicane.
Yeah, because I crashed on it last time.
That's because you broke on it and people came behind you. With Herb now in a no man's land, 9 seconds to catch his next opponent. It's time to check in on the front of the pack, and Dave, who is himself 9 seconds ahead of second place AJ. Only a mistake from Dave is going to close this gap. And it looks like he just made it.
Oh no.
Oh, Blue back in it, out of nowhere. What the fuck?
Oh, I've just fucking clipped and spun.
Oh, I see Dave! I'm coming for you, bitch!
All by myself as well.
And now we're in for a finish to a race. 2 laps left. Dave just loses the lead to AJ. Can he get it back in this notoriously tight circuit?
You three all at the front now, all together.
Oh, I was fucking like 6 seconds up and like the last corner. I just fucking clipped the back end of my car and it spun me out.
Yeah, I reckon if this was 15 laps, I could probably catch Dave and AJ.
Dave spots his gap just 2 corners later, nips inside of AJ. AJ will have one last attempt to push this back, otherwise this race is sewn up and it is going to be Dave's.
Car's corner. No, it was better than it
Sorry,
was.
AJ.
It's fucking great in the straights, that's about it.
Oh, these two have crashed into each other.
Good.
And AJ could not do enough, so Dave takes the win on this race. Led for most of it, had a little wobble, which gave us an exciting end, but still came in at the top. The race 5 results then is Dave in first, as you know, AJ in second, Alex finished third, Hef not far behind in fourth, Hayward with his first placement on the board there at fifth, and HerbtheNerd down in sixth after not a great race. And with having such a clean race for such a long time, it's no surprise Dave's up there with the fastest laps, picks up those additional points. The league standing in after 5 races, just 1 to go. Dave in first, 123 points. AJ up in second now, 93. Hef third, Asuka fourth, and HerbtheNerd fifth with just 3 points between all 3 of them. And Blue and Donut coming in with the 32 joint 6th place. And on to the last race of this series. It will be a demolition last man standing, as will be the last race of every series. We'll be racing on the Fairfield County Demolition Arena in super vans, with the top 3 in the league so far colouring their vehicles gold, silver and bronze. Everybody else in the black vehicles to highlight them out. Points given out on the last man standing basis, so last man gets first, and the fastest lap is converted to most demolitions for this last race to give everybody a chance of picking up the most amount of points.
That was bad.
I was going for Dave, but I caught you in the way. Blue! I'm clearly a black painted Oh, nice hit. Oh, you fucking bitch. Closest rivals out.
Fuck off!
That's what they're doing. They're Dave and
Oh, that was nice. Oh, I need someone to come. Can you just give me a nudge? I did such a good hit. As everybody worked out early doors what the tactics were. Take out the big boys first, or take out your closest rivals in the point scheme. Dave started, who we were on board with, started to get a little bit picked on. Ooh.
That was a big one.
Where's AJ? I haven't seen AJ for a while. I feel like he's skirting through on. Oh,
AJ's nearly out. Oh shit, so am I.
Oh god, so am I.
Fuck you, Dave! No!
Oh, no, I was going for a Suka.
I was just about to take out Dave at full speed. Where's he gone?
I sacrificed and took AJ out. And me as well.
Oh, fucking. Dave, please tell me you killed yourself doing that.
No, he didn't.
Now I'm dead.
With AJ already out, and now Dave falling, leaving only half of the top 3 still alive, as we go into the battle for who's going to get the most points, and more importantly, the most wrecked. You spinning?
Could have at least taken half out first.
Oh. Yeah, I was trying to, but you just sat there and you had like no life.
I wasn't. I was trying to turn around. No!
That was bang.
No, please fuck up! Please fuck up! Please fuck up! Fuck off! How did that do 5 damage to me? You barely touched me!
No! No! You got me!
He's good. And with Hef now out, it's down to the last 3. Herb with a sliver of health. Hayward and Blue, who is the one-man wrecking ball.
The last 2. Blue and Hayward.
Come on, Blue, you've got him!
Come on, Blue! Reverse to the back end and then just go straight.
Can't get it on, you're gonna kill yourself.
Oh, he's on his side! Get him, Blue!
And there you have your final race winner, your last man standing, Mr. Blue Muffin Man. So if we have a look at the race 6 results, that was Blue last man standing, Hayward in 2nd, HerbtheNerd in 3rd, Hef 4th, Asuka 5th, and Dave in 6th. Obviously the fastest lap points going to the most demolitions in this last race, and that was Blue himself. So picks up the last man standing and the most demos, so gets the additional points. And here is your league standing after this Series 1. 6 races. Dave tops the leaderboard, 131 points. AJ in 2nd, a joint 3rd for Hef and HerbtheNerd. Asuka in 5th, Blue in 6th, and Hayward in 7th. And here is your overall table, your points per race. This will get updated as each series continues, and the overall leader will be picked from this league table, done on a points per race rather than overall points in case people miss series. Obviously, for the first series, it's very much the same, so congratulations to Dave picking up that top spot. We will see you back for Series 2. Remember, if you want to get involved in the Wreckfest League, then join the Discord. Link is in the description. Make sure you're following on Twitch to catch the races live fortnightly on a Wednesday, and we'll see you back for the next catch-up video for Series 2. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.